Today, Precarious plays
Pokémon Colosseum.
Have I told you which Pokemon game is my favorite Pokemon game?
Actually, I don't think so.
You can tell which way they open from based on the sign on the floor. Pretty sure. Keep an eye out for that, because at some point they might try to trip you up with a one-way door.
Boy, another leaky ceiling.
Oh,
Ow.
great. Oh, let's hope for the best case scenario, which is probably what? Tissue sample? I mean, like a
Hair.
skin tissue? Hair. Okay, yeah.
Hair is probably fine. Oh, hi?
Hello, solid snake.
I was gonna say that this lab reminded me of that a little bit, but you were telling a story.
Well, first, hold on. We've got to have some theme-appropriate music now for this battle. Okay, that's good. That's good. Keep that in place for a while, unless it gets copyright ID content, content ID flagged. Copy content, whatever. You know the thing. Oh boy,
Monkey.
I love Apom.
Ew!
He's so funny.
He's a monkey!
With a hand for a tail.
That's his most charming quality, and it's weird.
And it's a good one.
Alright, so I've got to get through 3 Pokemon and not kill the monkey somehow. Got it.
Don't you kill that monkey.
Remoraid is a water.
Don't you do it.
I won't.
I know that you have primate prejudice, but don't
I
you
have
kill
a
that
soft
monkey.
spot for every living thing, and as long as that hideous monstrosity is a living thing, the soft spot will hold it.
But if you knock it out, it won't qualify as a living thing anymore, and I think that you know that, and I don't want you to veer into that evil deed.
First, do no harm. Okay, that's pretty funny. That's not funny, that's mine. Don't hurt mine.
He does a butt wiggle. My favorite Pokemon game... Well, let me back up. There's a feature that I think at this point has been suspiciously absent from every main Pokemon game. Since, like, third set, I should say. Actually, no. I think by the time Crystal came around, they should have thought of this and started including it. And thinking about it, I haven't played Black and White 2, and I think Black and White 2 had a number of really interesting features that were unique to, like, they tried them and, like, never did them again. So, if this isn't Black and White 2, I apologize, but I think that Pokemon as a franchise would benefit greatly from a New Game Plus mode that was explained in universe, where you could just do the Pokemon League challenge again. Some of the games, you have the ability to individually request rematches with gym leaders. And when you do, it's usually like gloves off. Like gloves all the way off and cast into the ocean. And they're like sinking down to the dark depths before like colliding with an anglerfish. Who then rips the gloves up and...
The point is that the gloves go off.
The gloves! They were a present from my mother. And why did I throw them into the ocean? I was so tired.
You were in such an intense state of fighting with
Gym leaders! When you do a gym leader rematch, when it's available, the gloves, they come off, the ocean, etc., etc. And even like the crappiest gym leader, the first gym leader, shows up with a crazy array of Pokemon that's just like some of the best teams you could imagine while still playing to their type. And like Brock will show up, and yeah, he'll have like a Steelix maybe, but then he'll also have like, I don't know, like a rock electric type and like a rock water type other thing. I'm trying to think of actual combinations. I can't remember if
That's some
rock
intense
water,
typing.
Oh,
That,
like Corsola. Corsola is a rock water, but that one's not very good. Oh wait, no, it's Recalanth, I think. It's rock water. I'm not sure if the name is right, but it's that crazy fossil fish they found.
yeah.
That as a Pokemon.
Right.
But they show up with high-level Pokemon that are like competition grade. This is a team that, if you wanted to play to a certain type, you could probably just copy it and do reasonably well.
What is that? He gave me worms. I don't want this monkey anymore.
Didn't give you worms, and that's gross. He gave you like a wiggle. It's different. You're the kind of person that looks at like at one of the bathroom stall hand dryers and expects it to dispense bacon.
I don't expect. I wish. Okay, I know what real is.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that I can't at least entertain
can't
fun
strive
thoughts
for
of
more.
bacon. Gosh.
We can all wish for a better world.
It's like a lettuce that thinks it's a lettuce, okay?
Okay, I'm not sure if it's because I'm not feeling well or if that actually didn't make any sense.
Ari.
Oh,
Ari.
I remember now.
How sad is it to be a lettuce but to also think that you're a lettuce?
Yes,
Ew.
because all of the other things that they were
Like
talking
the
about.
pear at least thought it was an apple. Or was it an apple that thought it was a pear? I can't remember.
That does not matter in the face of, like, the plum that thought it was starlight or whatever the fuck. I want to be that thing.
An apple with a wish in it?
Sure.
Why?
Well, no, I don't want to be an apple with a wish in it, because then every asshole that I meet is going to try to, you know, dig that wish out. That was my
What
thinking.
about a fish with a harp for a heart?
I'm pretty sure that fish is dead.
Cast form. Why is he gray right now?
Cast form is a special Pokemon. Its form will change depending on the current weather.
Okay. I'm just gonna try to hit it.
If you want to risk it, you could spend a turn like switching Pillowspine out and then using Suicune to leer at them both, and it may use a weather effect and you could see it transform like a magical girl.
That sounds cool and everything, but with these capture battles, I
don't know. This might be one of your only opportunities to see cast form in 3D.
Alright, so I leer.
And are you already switching Pillowspine or healing it or something? Non-lethal?
Yes. I can't remember what I'm switching him for right now, though.
It shouldn't matter, just as long as you're
Okay.
switching it.
Oh, it was Altaria. That's what I was putting out.
That should be an alright plan.
Because it has nap time.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, that's right. I made a plan and it was good, so I forgot about it instead of stressing.
Well, there's no reason to hold on to garbage that's already in motion and working.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yes, exactly. Hey, Mom.
Now, that is the closest that I believe the series has ever come to a New Game Plus mode, is the ability to challenge those gym leaders again. But the rules for doing so, at least in the one that I'm thinking of, the title that I'm recalling, it was not the most convenient thing in the world. I guess Cast Form might not actually have a weather move. Maybe give it one more turn, and then just beat it up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use this turn to sing Leer.
Okay. That was a stroke of good fortune. This is fine. That's whatever. Okay. If you're just going to use Weather Ball, then you're going to be going back
You're
to your
gonna
Pokeball.
eat Crow. And Altaria's getting a little beat up. How about that?
Yeah, you can use Suicune's turn to... Yeah, you should use Altaria's turn to heal it, and then Suicune's turn to Shadow Rush past one.
Okay.
Mum. Red leather. Yellow leather. Red leather.
Yellow leather.
Red.
La la la.
Ha ba 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 ba. I did these before, but I will do them again, damn it. I do not feel well, and I need this.
Where's my lemonade? Oh, just down further.
You can actually press the X or Y button to move it to the top of the list. A bang boom.
Oh my goodness, you are so brilliant!
It's funny imagining your character really doing that, just reaching down and
Into the bottom of the fucking bag and
then
just
just-
putting it on top.
dragging 52 cans of lemonade up to the top.
Somehow I feel like Rosma has just dumped the entire backpack out on the field and is just like repacking everything very cheerily.
Yeah.
And the last thing to go in is all the lemonade. She's doing it one by one, just tink, tink, tink.
Do like the thumbs up with the wink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't you proud, Audie?
Yes.
Notice me. Stand by.
How could I not notice you with those eyes? Ooh. Okay, Shadow Rush, the Castiform. Yes, okay, moving right along. Oh, I hate this thing.
So my favorite title is Silver and Gold, collectively, that generation. And the remakes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Because they have the thing that is closest to a New Game Plus. And that is the Kanto, the return to Kanto. Because you go through Johto and you get the 8 badges there and you beat the Elite Four. And then you get to go back to the first map from Red and Blue. And you get to fight the 8 gym leaders there, and then you get to challenge the Elite Four again, and they have more diverse teams that are much higher level. And then you get to go do the Super Ultimate endgame, which I'm not going to tell you about because I still have hopes that we will actually finish those games at some point, because we started playing them together. You were playing Heart Gold and I was playing Soul Silver. And I think that we have all 8 of the Johto gym badges, and we're just sitting outside the Elite Four, not beating them for some reason.
Well, we'll do it. It's not part of the show, so I
know it's not. If we could record it, it would already be done, but don't have a DS or a 3DS capture device.
So who has the most gentle attack? It's gotta be Altaria, right? But Apom's
Or-
defense has been lowered twice.
Oh no. Oh, but that doesn't matter if you use a special attack.
Okay, so what is your suggestion here? Because this is a little bit out of my usual.
Heal Altaria?
With Suicune?
No, with Altaria.
Okay.
And then switch Suicune out for a different Pokemon completely, a weaker one.
Okay.
Probably... Oh. Actually, don't... What moves does Suicune have?
Just Shadow Rush and Leer.
Check your Pokemon statistics and see which of them has the lowest attack stat.
Okay. 94, 78, 69, 88. These fellas are pretty beefy.
Probably
Well,
Altaria.
Altaria has, yeah.
I think... Wait.
What moves do they have?
Dragon Breath is probably the thing to do. I think Dragon Breath is a special. Yeah,
Is flying special?
it is not. That is a physical move, and it would
Okay.
probably kick its butt. I think that that's going to be the thing to try. Either that or one more. Hitmontop's Shadow Rush.
Okay.
Or no, Rapid Spin. because Rapid Spin has a really low base power, and Hitmontop is a fighting type, so Rapid Spin.
So I should switch Suicune for Hitmontop.
And start trying to Rapid Spin Apom.
Okay. Alright, okay, yes.
We've got to fix that later.
What?
Probably between episodes, maybe? Like, or right at the start of the next battle?
Mm-hmm.
Half our team is pissed.
Well...
And hyper.
Bunch of crazy animals in this place.
Ooh, this probably isn't true, but maybe they remember the facility and it's making them anxious.
I will...
That's my headcanon. No one disprove it.
Okay, should I...
You should...
throw a Pokeball.
Yes, you should throw a regular Pokeball. That's a good eye.
Throw a Pokeball because that's a good thing to do.
Because, you know, a chance is a chance.
Yes.
It's asleep, so it'll be fair.
You can't win if you don't try.
Right. You can't play the game if you don't stay on the field
Rapid Spin.
Rapid Spin, because it's a utility move that happens to deal damage.
Okay.
So, I would love if Pokemon games, if that was just the default, if after you beat the Elite Four, some arbitrary amount of time passed. If some arbitrary amount of time passed after you beat the Elite Four, like it faded to black and was like 2 months later. Mm-hmm. You have been invited to maintain your champion status by taking the Champions Tour, and then you go and you have the opportunity to basically play through the whole game again, but all of the trainers have upped their game to like level 40 or higher. And by the time you get back to the champion, all of his Pokemon are like level 90.
Oh, Jesus. But that would be fun if you really want to play the shit out of that game and just crunch all of those numbers and breed Pokemon and
Well, it's just
get like really, really all the juice.
like I think that there are two things that they could do. They could either incorporate a new game plus mode, or they could cut the level cap in half. Because they never have made great use of levels 5 to level 2, I think. Or what level do baby Pokemon start? Like, do freshly hatched Pokemon start at level 1 now? It used to be that they started, like, they hatched at level 5, and I think at some point they changed that because it was possible to find Pokemon in the wild at a level lower than that. So for a while there, they didn't use, like, levels 5 through 100. And
A mistake. Oh well.
it bothered me, even as a child. Because I remember getting to the champion and being about, like, level 60 or so, and still assuming that there were, you know, there would be 40 more levels of stuff to do.
Yeah.
But
And
not
then
like
it's just like, nope. Play with your friends, kid.
Heart Gold and Soul Silver have come the closest in the franchise. You should probably just keep singing with Altaria.
I'm trying to use Altaria singing and throwing Pokeballs while I call all of my other Pokemon.
Ah, okay.
That's what I'm trying to do, but I messed up because I forgot to put Apom back to sleep. So
Still, that's
the plan. It's just I fucked it up a little bit.
That's probably a tidier way of doing that than trying to wait until the beginning of the next battle.
Yeah. Hopefully. Or we might just catch him and we'll ruin our plans.
Apom, you're a bother even when you stay in the Pokeball.
Go the fuck to sleep.
Sing hit.
Goodness.
That's cool, right?
Yes.
Pretty cool.
That means I can use Altaria to throw the Pokeball. And then I can tell Sudowoodo to fucking calm down. We'll catch him this turn. It'll be great. Happen for us.
I keep waiting for big revisions to, like, the foundation of Pokemon, and it just keeps not really happening. It's like Congress, really slow changes.
Yeah.
And only some of them are okay. For example, I really liked the, basically, I think it's like single player only affection system. What?
I have a judgment call.
Yeah.
Altaria has a kind of a small amount of health. Do you think that she can survive that one swipey fury
That
attack?
move is so random that I wouldn't risk it.
So I should use Sudowoodo to heal instead of switching him out, right?
Right.
Okay. Alright, just wanted a second opinion, Dak. You were talking about a mechanic that you wanted to see.
Oh. Well, it was one that's in the game. They added I think it's a single player only, sort of parallel system that reflects how much your Pokemon cares about you.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have the, I think it might just be called affection. They have the system already, like even in this title, where your Pokemon has a value that represents a bond that you've developed with them. So
Right.
if you use return, it will do more damage. And I think if that value is really low, if you use frustration, it does more damage.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the games, some of the more recent ones, good job, have a second value that it builds up as you perform, like, I think it's a treat feeding mini game and like a giving them a pat on the head mini game.
No.
This value builds up and more extreme effects are achieved, more extreme effects are realized. Pardon me. And they can be dramatic at the very least. A lot of them, they just recreate stuff that's already in the game, but it gives you this feel-good moment where they make it sound like it's because of a bond that you've developed with this Pokemon.
Yeah.
My favorite example is after a certain point, they basically always have like a minor focus. I'm not sure if it's the focus sash or the focus band.
Yeah.
Under certain conditions, when they would get knocked out, they hang on with 1 hit point.
Oh.
Oh, I know, right? Doesn't it just make you go, oh?
It
oh.
did. It did just make me go, oh. That is exactly what just happened to me. Oh.
And it does stuff like that.
Sweet baby.
Just little bonuses that I feel like they should be core to the game. But like they're not available. I don't think those bonuses are available in multiplayer. Because God forbid you have to, make friends with your Pokemon before you use it in a competitive fucking scenario. I'm gonna go sulk for a while. Episode done.
Okay.